All right, y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm King Tyson. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Like I always tell y'all to do in the beginning or the end of my videos. Check it out before we start. Write me at KingTyson713@yahoo.com. If you want my advice about something, you want my opinion about something, write me, KingTyson713@yahoo.com. Also, if you like this content, please go to the video tab section of this YouTube channel, click on the video that interests you, watch it, give me some feedback in the comments. I really appreciate that. So look, let's make this quick video, right? This goes out to my brothers. You don't have to be a stereotype black man. And when I say that, I mean it in the literal sense, right? Like, you see me, right? Black man, I got my chain on or whatever. This is just my personal choice of what I want to do, right? I'm not necessarily talking about the physical. I'm talking about what society deem us to be, right? Society have us thinking that all of us want to be drug dealers, all of us want to be pimps, all of us want to be scammers, you know, all of us want to be rappers, all of us want to be, you know, athletes. But the thing about athletes are, it's if you can be an athlete, if God blesses you with that type of skill, you can be an athlete, that's great, because it's still legal. I'm talking about more of the illegal things that's being pushed upon us, right? And we can see it through the rap music, we can see it through social media, even society, period, right? Always been the type of a black man that's been my own leader. I never been a follower, you know. Me personally, I don't smoke weed, right? And from my community, my black community, you be surprised how many of my brothers and my sisters be surprised that I don't smoke weed. You know, not every black man smoke weed, but society feels that you black, you smoke weed, right? And weed is not a black thing. We other races of people who smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not knocking nobody, but I'm just saying, is that a stereotype, right? Even about the legal thing, a legal way to make money, right? I always tell my black men on my channel that, hey, brothers, you don't have to be a brother that have to be in the streets, because that's what you think what society feels you are, or your environment. You feel like you got to be in the streets. You don't have to be in the streets. That you do know people do you realize that there are people who come from the hood, come from the projects, that don't got to be in the streets, you know? And I tell my brothers that you don't have to be this gangster. You ain't got to be this thug. You ain't got to be none of that. You can still be yourself and still be a brother that to get chose. You know, I know a lot of men that come on these YouTube streets, and then they'll be like, well, damn, man, all these women want these certain type of guys, these pookies. They call it pookies and ray-rays. That shit is crazy as hell. Like I say, man, certain women are gonna want certain type of guys, right? And as a man, you have to realize that you don't have to be everybody's type. The thing is, you need to be the type that another woman could want. And that's the thing. One thing about me, I never focus on what another woman, like I never focus on what a certain type of woman want. Let me say that. I'm who I am, and I attract who I attract. And if she want a certain type of man who gonna be a scammer, who gonna be this drug dealer, who gonna be this and that, that's cool. I don't knock it. I don't knock the drug dealer. I don't knock the scammer. I don't knock the street dude. I don't knock nothing. I am worried about myself only. If that's who she want to be with, that's her business. I choose a woman who wants me for me, and feel like I ain't got to be this certain persona or this certain stereotype. That's just me. And I want my brothers to understand, brothers, stop worrying about what certain women, certain type of guys that these women choose. You need to be a certain type of guy that you can still be in a running with other women. Don't even worry about those women. These women want to choose the quote unquote bad boys or the street dudes or whatever, why are you worried about that? Them ain't the women for you anyway. So ain't no sense of hating on this situation, and you hate on all women, feel like all women are like that, because all women are not like that. Real talk. But we don't need to be the stereotypical black man. You know what I mean? I really want my brothers to, if you don't, and I don't want you to go the street route, right? I understand certain situations you might have to, but I just want you brothers to be patient. Like the way I feel, I tell all my brothers all the time, go get you a trade. I always say this, y'all get tired of me saying it, but I'm gonna keep it real. HVAC, electrical, plumbing, truck driving, sheet metal, anything with a trade, you can't go wrong with it. Get you a trade. Black men, get you a trade. If you don't want to get a college degree, get you a trade to provide for your family. I'ma always preach that on my YouTube channel. I know y'all might get tired of me saying it, but I gotta preach it, because if a lot of us know about this, because a lot of us don't know about about trades like that. Other races of people do, and they flourish. You know, they thrive. They pass that on to their family members and their seeds. We don't do that. So I'm telling my brothers, I'm passing the knowledge on. So I'm gonna keep saying it. I know what the benefit it is and how it's provided for my family. Well, I can get jewels, I can get clothes, I can get a house, I can do this and that. Nothing illegal. Everything is from my own blood, sweat, and tears. My hands, what I do with my hands, because I'm working a trade and it pays well. And you don't to get the trade, to get the skill, you don't have to be in training long. I'm just keeping it real. So that's why I say you don't have to be the stereotypical black man. You don't have to be like, well, I got to hit a lick, or for me to make it, I got to get in the streets and sell these drugs. You don't have to do that. And we losing when we do that, because you take it away from yourself. And if you got kids, you take it away from your kids. And if you got a girl, you take it away from your girl, because you know what? Guess what? When you locked up, you can't do shit for your kids when you locked up. Your girl, eventually, I'm going to be real, your girl going to move on. You keep going in and out of jail, you're going to be long. But look, I got to make this quick video. Peace and blessings. One love. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm out.